Our freshman winner student of the quarter is Andrew Kircher. Andrew, this teacher describes you as having good attendance, good grades, leadership, respect, and good participation. The teacher also said he is a role model to other students. He is respectful, funny, hard worker, and very involved in his education and others' needs. He deserves to get this award. Now, Andrew, what are your initial thoughts to how this teacher describes you?
No, I really just appreciate all the support I've gotten throughout this year with my teachers, my friends. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
So what are some habits that, either in school or out of school, basketball, extracurricular, what are some habits that you have learned to help your education?
Study, have fun when you can, but school's number one priority. Hang out with friends, play sports, go to clubs. But yeah, that's about it. Just study a lot.
And how have you stayed focused this year?
Just don't let anything in the outside world affect you. Just be your own person.
And what advice can you give to other students in your class who might be struggling?
Just work hard and study. That's all you can really do.
Our sophomore winner is Abby Sabin. This staff member describes you as having good attendance and good grades. She also said Abby has overcome major obstacles as a result of a serious injury and has continued to maintain a cheerful, positive attitude and good grades. She has found ways to adapt to the challenges of her injury, including finding joy in reading. Last year, Abby read 80 books for pleasure, which is especially impressive considering the fact that reading is one of her greatest challenges. She is an outstanding young lady. What are your initial thoughts of how this staff member describes you?
I would say it's very accurate.
And what are some habits that you have learned to help your education?
I have adapted in many ways. I have found ways to learn in different ways. I used to be mostly a visual learner, but now I'm also an auditory learner.
And how have you stayed focused during this school year?
I mostly think of my long-term goals, how every grade impacts my future.
And what advice can you give to other students in your class?
My parents always told me that as long as I try my best, they wouldn't care what grade I got, and I think that can apply to anyone.
Our junior class winner is Wyatt Klein. Wyatt, this teacher describes you as having good attendance, good grades, leadership, respect, and good participation. She also said Wyatt is an excellent student. He works hard to achieve success and takes his academics as priority. He is a respectful and kind young man to everyone he encounters. He seeks direction and assistance when needed to make sure he achieves academic success. I can't speak highly enough of how impressed I am with this young man. Wyatt is a true representation of what a Springford student should be. And what are your initial thoughts to how this teacher describes you?
I'm surprised that they would think that of me, and it makes me really happy that somebody appreciates what I'm doing, I guess.
And what are some habits that you've learned to help your education?
I get my work done before I go home. I look over my information, I study for tests, and just get all my work done and try to learn in class.
And how do you stay focused during this school year?
I just try to stay engaged, I guess, to the best of my ability, and I also look over the information when I get home too, so yeah, I listen to the best of my ability, I guess.
And what advice can you give to other students in your class?
Be respectful to everybody, just try to get good grades, I guess.
Last but not least is our senior class winner, Taylor Getz. Taylor is described as having good attendance, good grades, leadership, respect, and good participation. Your nominee said Taylor is a very friendly and respectful student who goes above and beyond to make sure her academics are solid. She's a great public speaker, has good goals for her future, and always puts forth her full effort. So Taylor, what are your initial thoughts to how this teacher describes you?
I think that's very sweet of them, and I appreciate it so much. I hope I still keep up with those standards.
And what are some habits that you've learned to help your education?
I keep organized. I normally always keep it organized. I have a planner. I set everything out, and I always have a calendar to keep everything out, so to set things in advance.
And how has Springford helped you set up for success since you're graduating this year? How has Springford really helped you in your education up until this point?
Springford's helped me because I've connected with a bunch of teachers, so having that connection with different teachers when I need something, I can always rely on them. So the Springford teachers are really great.
And what advice can you give to other students in your class?
Start reaching out to people. It's okay. If you're shy, you got to branch out. Branching out here, Springford's a big high school, so I think that it's really important that having a well-rounded person and you being interactive with multiple people is very helpful.